Welcome to What's the Effie?
What the Effie?
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So nice to see you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. Good to see you too. Oh my God, we're getting people to show up. And guess why? Because today I have Gabriela. I am so honored. Gabriela Decu happens to be one of my favorite people. And she is lots of people's favorite person. So welcome her. And thank you, Gabriela, for coming on.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Effie. You are so amazing. You are such an incredible woman. And I'm super honored to be here with you today. Even though I'm a little bit emotional, but we're going to put it on the side and we're going to have fun together. I am grateful for your invite, and I'm super happy to be here today with you. And I wanna recognize you. I wanna take a moment to recognize you for the powerhouse that you are, Effie, for the inspiration that you give to so many women out there, for being all the time consistent, loving, funny, on point. Every single time I am inspired by you. So thank you. It's an honor to be here with you.
I need to put a disclaimer in here. I did not pay her to say that. I don't know why she's saying it. I think, have you been drinking?
Yes, I'm water.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you very, very much. I am honored for the kind words, but come on.
Yes, it's
not.
not.
I feel like
it's the reality.
This is coming fast, isn't it? It's amazing. Thank you guys for being here very, very much. Kelly, good to see you. Robin, everyone here, thank you.
Robin, hi Kelly, hi Robin. I love you girls.
It's just a lot, and
thank you for the support.
Really awesome. So thank you very, very much. So oh yeah,
Chino. Oh
my God, sorry.
I love you, my friend. He's so amazing.
He is amazing. He is very.
And we'll be talking about him a little bit down the road, but I am so inspired by him for sure.
You got it. Now, before we get too far, I want to ask you about Pride and Prejudice, because that was your choice of movie.
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Why? Because it speaks to my heart. I'm an incredible romantic, and Pride and Prejudice is that type of movie. I mean, Jane Austen did an incredible job putting all together and writing this masterpiece that was translated in a movie. And I just fell in love with the characters. Keira Knightley was impressive, Matthew as well. So just because I was able to relate of that independent woman, that I always had that bug in me, and I saw it in Keira as well. Like back in that days, women had to kind of do what they were being told and abide by the house rules and the societal rules. She was born in a family of 5 girls, and they needed to be married because of the circumstances, right? So she didn't stop till she found the love, and she had everything together. So I was just inspired by that, and I love the movie. It's a movie that I can watch all the time, and I'm doing that with my daughter as well. And kind of we bonded because of that. So just it speaks to my heart. I'm romantic. What can I say?
Of course you are. Of course you are. So Daniel, jump over to YouTube. There are so many people already on YouTube, and sorry, but Facebook is there aren't that many there. Anyhow, I will say that those things speak to who you are, for sure. Absolutely. And I think that it makes sense that you chose it, for sure. And I'm happy that you shared it with us.
Thank you.
And the poster that was made was perfect for you. I can say that because I don't make them.
Well, whoever made it did such an incredible job. I was like looking at the poster and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that. And the rain and the music. I love
that was Josh Keating. Shout out to Josh Keating.
Shout out to Josh. Oh my God, Josh, you are incredible. Yes, definitely. It was a great masterpiece.
It is. It is. So, I besides saying thank you very much and being here, I want to get to know. I know you a fair amount, and I feel so lucky that I do.
Yeah.
And I think a number of our audience also do. But I want to, um, as you know, there are going to be people who are going to watch this that um, don't know you in the future, and they will want to get to know who you are. So I have a couple of questions for you
Yes.
about the early years. Um, Talk to me particularly. I'm going to share the screen. As you guys know, I like to um, get a few pictures of the early years, and this is it looks so much like you. It looks like somebody just
Which
grabbed
one?
you, cut your hair, and put you in in black and white.
Yes, yes, my mom and my dad. Yes, they were like super young. I think they both similar in age. Actually, my mom is like older than my father for like with 9 months, I think. And they were like about 19 years old here. I love this picture. I have it with me as well here. Yeah, these are my parents. My strong stones in life. I love them to death. I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I get very emotional. My father has passed in 2019, but his presence is always with me. He was always a support of me, and my mom as well. Like my mom is my stone.
How
Yes. So,
how cool is it that if he were to be able to see this, and that you chose to share this picture
yes.
of him when he was just, a young person,
Yes.
and that you speak the way you do of him, how cool would that be?
Oh, yes. He loved me. I mean, like I could have asked the moon from the sky, and he would like try to give it to me.
Aw.
Um, Unfortunately for us, we were born. I was born in a communist country, right? And the times weren't so spectacular back then. The first 14 years of my life were marked by communism, and it was a little bit too challenging
For
for
those
us.
who don't know, where was that?
I'm sorry.
Where was that?
Oh, back in Romania. I am from Romania, from Transylvania. I am not a vampire, but I'm very close to Dracula Castle. I love my country. I believe that it's a beautiful country. The sceneries and the people are spectacular. We just were unfortunate, some of us, not all of us,
Mhm.
um, to be born in the communism era, and
Mhm.
struggled with that, and it had impacted our lives in a big manner.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess
Now you said until 14.
yes, yes.
So this is the first picture that I have of you.
Oh God,
And again, it looks so much like you, but how old were you?
I'm about 16 years old here. Uh,
16. So were you
yes,
already
16.
in America?
No, I was in Romania. I moved to America when I was almost 24 years old. I
So
came in
you were
America.
in Romania in this picture.
Yes, I am in Romania, and actually, this is the living room slash my bedroom. I did not have a bedroom while I was growing up.
Okay.
So we lived in a house that had a bedroom, a kitchen, and this living room. And this was my bed. I was sleeping on that side. I would like put my comforter there, and that was how I slept for 24 years for 24 years till I came to America.
Wow.
So,
I have
yes,
to say it looks comfortable though.
it was very comfortable. Yes, it
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
bigger room in the house actually, with the
Cool.
TV, and those are my dolls. Those are the only dolls that I had throughout my life. Yes.
I understand that one. My sister and I had to share one doll,
Oh,
and we weren't allowed to touch it.
oh. Well, I kept them in a very good shape till my daughter went back to Romania with my mom and cut their hair, draw on them, and they don't look like this anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for sharing that one for sure.
Yes.
Now here you look very beckoning
Blunt. Very blunt.
and very blonde. Talk to us.
Yes. This is my best friend. In my childhood, I had a sister, and she is my sister. Her name is Alina. I grew up with her. She was the sister that I never had growing up. And we kind of went to school together. We did all the things together. And I wanted to kind of bring her here because she was a very important person in my life growing up. And actually, we were in my boyfriend's house at that time, that became my husband for 20 years.
Wow.
And yes, it's kind of a pivotal picture.
Wow. Pretty cool. Very cool indeed. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you shared her with us.
Thank you, thank you. I was very
Yeah.
blunt. Yes.
We're jumping forward a bit.
Yes.
All right. Where are we?
We are at my older house in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We are in America already, and we have 2 children
Wow.
already. Yes.
Okay. They're
So
gorgeous, and I'm going to come right back to them in a minute.
yes,
But I want to know, you were the last time we saw you, you were with your girlfriend at your boyfriend's house who became your husband. Talk
yes.
to me about when you got married and how you came to America, why you came to America, what did you do? Tell
Yes.
before the children.
Yes, before the children, for sure. Well, I met my husband through a friend in the neighborhood that I was growing up. One of my best friends, Laura, had a friend, a boyfriend, and her boyfriend was friends with my future boyfriend.
Gotcha.
So he saw me. I didn't see him. So he called her to kind of set up a meeting with me.
A
We
blind date or
actually, it was a blind date. So he saw me, but I didn't see him. However, I talked to him on the phone a couple of times till we met. But when I went to meet him, I didn't know exactly who he was and how he looked.
wow, that you were brave.
I was brave, but I agreed to meet with him because he was very persistent. Oh my God, he was very persistent. And I was like, okay, I need to get rid of this guy and just like tell him, stop calling me. So I went to meet him just to tell him, just stop. I was straight from work. I was in high school at that time, straight from work. And I said, listen, I don't have time. But then I made some time.
So she was a pretty good matchmaker.
Yes, she was actually. Yes, she's in Italy right now. We keep in touch, but yeah, she was for
Cool,
sure.
cool. So how you got married back home?
Yes.
At what age again?
I was 23 years old when I got married.
Nice.
And yes, and actually I got married, and within 5 months we moved to America. And
Was
how?
it planned?
Well, yes and no. So it was planned to get married, but
Well, of course that would be planned. It's
yes,
gotta
that was
be.
planned.
He could have kidnapped you and held you at gun and said, "Marry me."
Yeah, for sure, he could have done that. But actually, we were planned to get married, and my boyfriend, my ex-husband, we're gonna tell about that in a moment, was a professional soccer player. So a team from Michigan came to Brasov. I'm from Brasov, and they had to do some trials for soccer players to bring here to Detroit to play for Detroit Rockers. And my boyfriend at the time was a forwarder, and he got picked, one of the 3 people that got picked to come to America. So he comes home. Yes, he comes home and he goes like, "Oh my God, we have an opportunity. I don't know if you want to go or not, but it's up to you. You know, you make the decision. We could, be living in America." What do you think? What do you think Gabby said? Let's go.
Yeah, when?
Exactly. I'm like, when is that happening? Well, for us to be able to come together, we have to get married. Thank God we were like anyway planning to get married. So it just happened to be that way, you know. It was like in our path. We got married in May, in June. In May, this is what's happening in May. We got married in June, and then in September we moved to America.
That is so cool.
Same year, yes.
Very nice. And you went where in Michigan?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
What did you think of Detroit when you first got there?
Oh, it was a very interesting experience. First of all, barely understood what's going on around me because I wasn't speaking the language that much. I knew a couple of words. I mean, like I took English, 2 years of English in high school, but and 1 year in college. But you know how we take languages and then don't pay attention to them. And I had a very young teacher, English teacher, that she didn't really, you know, she wasn't very tough on us, let's put it that way. So I did understand a little bit, but I did not speak it. And I remember sitting in Myers to buy some, you know, silverware and comforters and everything else because we didn't have anything. We came to America with actually 2 luggage. That's it.
2 suitcases, that was it?
Yes, that's it. And probably $200, $300 in our pocket.
Wow.
That is it.
Did they provide housing? They must have provided housing.
So yes, the contract was for them to provide housing. They gave us a 1-bedroom apartment and to provide furniture and a car for 3 families. Because we were 3 families when we came: a forwarder, a goalie, and the defender, the midfielder, actually.
Wow.
All from Romania, all from 2 from the same town, 1 from a different town.
That must have been fun.
Oh, it was so fun.
Were you the only 2 that were married? Like, were you guys the only ones married?
Yes, all of us. So for us, it was natural that we got married and came here. For the 2 other couples, they got married to be able to be here together.
Oh,
so they were boyfriend and girlfriend, not necessarily planning to get married, but for them to be able to come together, they had to get married to come together. So they rushed into getting married.
Got it. Got it. Well, I'm glad that you guys didn't and that it was already planned. So you settled in, started learning English. What did you do? Tell me, did you go to classes or did you get a job or did you get pregnant right away? Talk to us about the very beginning of America for you.
Yes, definitely. Well, of course, I wanted to learn the language. I was listening, I was watching TV, kind of picking up from there. I had to take some classes. As I was saying, the Detroit Rockers provided a car for the 3 of us, 3 families, and we all hopped in a car. You should have seen us. Hopped in a car to go to the classes, and we would like get out of the car and we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in that little tiny car.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, those immigrants. But yes, we had to kind of go through going to classes. And my first job was at Gap. I was working the fitting room.
You worked for Gap?
Yes, I did. I worked for Gap. I had the fitting room job because I knew how to say, hi, welcome, bye, thank you.
So you couldn't say, what happened to that dress you took with you?
No, that was too much, Effie. I could not say that. I would like be able to fold some clothes, put them back in the hangers.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was my first job as working for Gap. And I also had a second job. I was working for Gap from like 9 to 5, and my husband would come pick me up, and I would go to clean up banks from 6 to 11 o'clock p.m.
You worked inside of banks cleaning them?
Yes.
Interesting.
That's how my journey in America started, cleaning banks. Of course, my mom was like outraged by my activities, but it doesn't matter, Mom. I'm an immigrant. I have to work hard.
Yeah. And you know what? It's interesting. There's 2 connections with you and I right now. My son-in-law actually worked as a manager in Gap for just a short time, but I had a first cousin who was in Toronto, and he was looking to make money, and he started a cleaning company. And
Okay.
what he did is he focused only on banks, because banks
Very-
require high security, clearance, fastidious work. It's really good. And he just grew and grew and grew, nothing but banks. And he retired at a very young age, selling his business as a multimillionaire.
Oh my God, I totally believe that. And it is very interesting that you mentioned that, because a lot of Romanian families have businesses in cleaning, either cleaning banks or cleaning offices or cleaning all sorts of houses. I have friends that have companies, cleaning companies, and they are doing very well, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the company, but I was working for
Yeah, of course.
person
Because, as they
yeah,
say, you were just off the boats, even though it wasn't a boat, it was a plane.
pretty much a plane, a boat.
That's so
I
funny.
just arrived here. Yes.
So then you started to acquire the language, and how did your then husband do with soccer?
Yes. So we came to America in September 28, 2000, and Detroit Rockers was doing very well. However, and so my husband, the other two players were, doing well, had great results together. However, the club had kind of some contracts that they couldn't get rid of. They had high-paying players in the roster, so they thought they're gonna file bankruptcy to come back and build a different club. So we had a contract with them for 3 years. However, within 7 months, we realized that everything is like done for us. So we couldn't have any more the housing, the car, the jobs. So it was like starting from zero. So we thought we have 3 years to kind of get together. No, we had only 7 months. So my husband and I, we decided to move to New York, actually. And
Without the other two.
without the other two stayed back in Michigan. We moved to New York because we had some friends. So the girlfriend that I showed you, my childhood friend, was in New York with her boyfriend at the time, and we wanted to move together and just kind of find life together in a way, explore life together in a different country. So we did move to New York in April 2021. 2001. No, 2001. Yes. A few
I
months.
think that Alexis is trying to make you nervous.
Yes. Oh my God. He knows that.
I'm proud of her too.
He experienced a panic, Gabby. When he came to Detroit to do a podcast with me, he experienced a panicked Gabby, and he couldn't believe it. He was like, Gabby, this is not you. Gabby, he calls me.
That's funny. That's
I
funny.
love him. He's such an amazing guy.
How did you find New York? What'd you think of it?
Oh, I loved New York. I was able to blend, Effie.
Yeah, because they have so many people there, right?
My
Different
accent
kinds,
did not
different
matter.
food.
Yes. People would not look at me like I'm crazy when I start speaking, And Jan, oh my goodness.
That
Jan,
is
hi
so
Jan.
good. Show her the money and she'll show you the deals.
Yes, 100%.
Wait, now that is a worthy tag.
Yes. G-Money. Yes, that's his nickname for me. Hey, G-Money, are you in the office today or not? We closing some deals or not?
Oh my gosh. So you liked New York.
Yes, I love New York.
What did you do? You guys would have had to hustle to try to find a way to make money.
Yes, 100%. So I started hustling, of course, with my little English on board. I became a waitress at, actually, it was a Greek place, Byzantium. How about that?
It had nothing to do with it, guys.
Yes. Definitely. Oh my God, Daniel. I connected with Daniel. He's Canadian.
I know he's Canadian. I love him.
I love him too. He is such an extraordinary guy. I just recently connected with him, but we're going to do some deals together. I know that.
Good.
Yes. Anyway, back to New York.
How did the Greeks treat you in the restaurant? Were they good?
Amazing.
I'm glad.
Yes. I loved my time in Astoria, New York. Working at Byzantium. The manager, Chris, was my husband's friend also. So we had a good time. was also working for a real estate agency called Golden Realty. I was a real estate agent in New York.
Seriously?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I took the exam and I passed the exam with my little English.
Okay, is that like me being on social media where you close your eyes and you go bing, bing, bing? Did it work?
It worked, something like that. I was like, maybe this one.
Oh, that's so funny. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you, Effie. It was I was an leasing agent actually. I wasn't working on the sales side, but I was working on the leasing side. So I leased apartments. I mean, like I would work for like 2 months, make no money, and then the third month I would make like for 5 months together. So it was really inconsistent, and I didn't really like the inconsistency and the cold calling. Oh my God, I did not like that part.
Yeah.
So then I transitioned into bartending. So I became a bartender for a French restaurant, La Bonne Soupe, it's called, in New York on Broadway, and I made so much money.
I'll bet you did. I'll bet you did, because you could be selling just water, and
Yes.
the women might be a little jealous until they start talking to you. Then they'd love you too. But the point is,
They should not be jealous. I love them all.
well, you know what I'm saying. But
Yes.
I imagine you would have done very well. Did you like it?
I loved it. I loved it. I learned the drinks. I had, a great relationship with the boss of the restaurant and his son. We had a great group of teammates in the restaurant, and we also met outside work. It was just like spectacular. And actually, to transition into that, but they called me back after I moved from New York. I moved from New York to Chicago, by the way.
How is it that I've known you for 2 years and I didn't know that?
Because I don't really speak about
Because I don't get to interview you until I interview you. I don't get to ask all the questions. That's funny.
Yes.
So what made you move from New York to Chicago? I mean,
because my husband, my husband got the contract. So when we were in New York, I was working all these odd jobs, and he was actually playing for a soccer team there, Westchester Flames, and also working some ad jobs on the side because you needed money to support yourself. And he got the contract for Chicago Storm to play there. So then we made a decision to move to Chicago.
Wow.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I liked Chicago, but I didn't really like the experience that I had in Chicago. Because
wait a minute. That's a contradiction there.
Well, I like Chicago as town and as the vibration and everything else, but for us, trying to make a life there didn't work out that well. My husband got injured. He fractured his tibia. He could not play anymore. He was, trying to heal. We stayed in Chicago probably about 9 months, and we came back to Michigan. Yeah, we moved to Michigan.
And why Michigan and not New York?
Because our apartment in New York was rented out for like 3 years, so we couldn't go back there. And we said, you know what, we're gonna do more soccer. My husband, because he was injured, he couldn't play soccer anymore, so he was able to coach soccer. So we said, we know a lot of people in Michigan that are having soccer clubs, so he's gonna coach soccer, and I will see what I'm gonna do. I wanted always to go back to school, and that's what I did actually.
All right. What did you go to school for?
Yes. So I didn't tell you about my school in Romania. So I finished a bachelor in economics, financing, and accounting with a minor in IT administration. And when I moved
back in Romania?
Yes, in Brașov.
Wow, good. Yes. Nice combination.
Yes, I had a little bit of everything. I was in the finance department. So coming back here as an immigrant, sometimes they go through your credentials and they don't qualify you, or they qualify.
I know.
So they told me that actually, Gabby, you have no bachelor degree here. You are just a high school degree. And I'm like, no way. So I can be nice right now. But I said, okay. So then I have to go back to school. So I did. I made the decision, even though I wanted to go back to school when we were in New York, financially wasn't possible. we moved back to Michigan from Chicago, and in the beginning, financially it wasn't possible. Every time I was like bringing up the subject, financially it wasn't possible. So I made a decision to go and test myself, to place myself into a class without nobody knowing.
Are you kidding?
And
I
I said,
love it.
I came back home and I said, guess what? Starting school in September. So I said, I did a placement, I placed this way, and I'm going to take some classes, and we're going to have to manage to pay them and to move forward with life, because I'm doing this for us as a family. So I did. So I went to do an applied science in business administration here in Michigan. I graduated with summa cum laude, and I was
Oh, nice.
yes,
Very
I was
nice.
actually the student marshal that led the campus to the graduation. We had 5 campuses here, and I was one of the marshals that led my campus to the graduation ceremony. I was also part of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and I won an award to be the most distinguished team in Nashville, Tennessee. I traveled a lot with the team, and we brought a lot of knowledge and a lot of leadership to the campus and to the student body. Yeah.
Yep, like a boss for sure. I love that you went in and
Oh, Matei, it's an honors club and SubTo, and it's Romanian, and he's my friend.
well, I guess that's everything.
And he's
Wait,
a Gator too.
oh, and he's in Gator. Wait, are you in business yet with him?
Thinking, working towards that.
Okay, good enough, good enough. Well, I just love that you audited the classes without people knowing. I think that's really, really awesome. Really
Yes.
awesome.
That's
Good for you.
That's the independence bug. I had it in me all along.
Good for you.
But I did lose it for a moment.
Why?
Because life, it's not always sunshine and rainbows, right? And I did have hard moments in my life.
Mhm.
And I was at my darkness moments at one point, and I lost the belief in me, my direction, my my energy, my desire to move forward, and I even was very close to making a stupid decision, but God was there, present for me, and
I'm
put me
sorry
on a
to
different
hear that.
path. Yes,
You
yes,
have such an incredible light about you and so much joy and love. It's kind of, it really is hard to imagine that you would be that dark, but
yeah,
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. And it's great. I'm grateful that you moved past it.
yes.
Did you have children yet?
At that point, when I was in my darkness moments, yes, my children were older, 9 and 14. At that time, my daughter is the oldest one. At that time, I was already divorced for a couple of years.
Okay.
And yes, and it seemed like nothing was working for me. Like COVID came, my job cut my salary. You know, they eliminated all the, yes, those are the munchkins, Alana and Elias. These are my 2 babies.
They are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sorry you went through dark times, but I'm so glad that you did the right thing for them.
Yes,
And didn't do the selfish thing for you.
yes, yes.
Because I have seen that happen and it destroys the children. So, they're so gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. And I'm so happy for you.
Yes, I love them.
Now you said wait, how old is this your daughter?
Yeah, this is my baby. Yeah, she was about 2 years old. We were in Vegas right there. We were in Vegas. I had my mom with me. My mom was visiting me from Romania. My baby is about 2 years and a half old. And yeah, she's looking like a princess, of course.
Doesn't she? Doesn't she?
Yes, yes.
For sure. Oh,
Oh,
now we're jumping. Hold on. We don't.
Yes.
I got to tell you, Effie's not very good. She's jumping all over the place today.
yeah, she's
All
she's
right.
okay.
So you said that the children were in their teens when you went through divorce?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And when did you start? Like you were working already. Um,
Yes.
talk
After
about
I
your
finished,
career there.
yes, after I finished school here, within a month and a half, I got hired in at my job that I was with for 11 years. That I
The
recently,
one that you were most recently with? Okay.
yes,
Okay. So we're getting close to to the present.
yes.
Tell us what kind of responsibilities and what that job involved, like just generally. What were you doing?
Yes, yes. I started from like the bottom, you know. I started as an accounting payable clerk, and I worked my way into the leadership position. I was an accounting supervisor for the company and four of their subsidiaries. They had one in Belgium,
Wow.
China, and two in North Carolina. We were a textile manufacturing company and well recognized nowadays for the fabric and the quality and the characteristics of the fabric. So I was like managing the accounts payable and the banking for the company.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice. So you put that degree and experience to work.
yes, for sure. Oh yeah, I did that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And now talk to me about when you started your second interest in real estate. I mean, you were an agent, but a listing agent, but when did you start thinking of it as a real career?
So it's interesting that you ask that question because after that dark moment, I wanted to find something in life that will spark that passion, that fire in me, and I wasn't able to find it, but when I turned around and I said, no, I'm not gonna do this, I'm just gonna keep on moving, and I kind of changed my entire ambiance. Not only that, I was exposed to feng shui and allowed feng shui to penetrate my life and my surroundings and help me have a different energy around me. Also, I went on a spiritual journey. I changed my diet, lifestyle, let's put it that way. I'm plant-based, and everything kind of shifted for me.
Where
2021,
did you get the idea to do that?
I guess I was exposed to people that were practicing every single bit of what I was doing, but also the major deciding point was my health. In November 2020, I went to the doctor and my health was not in a good situation. My doctor told me, asked me, do you want to be on earth longer? Because the cholesterol level was high. I wasn't doing well. And he goes like, you are at here, like very close to having a heart attack or something.
Wow.
And yes, so she goes like, you have to change your diet or I'm going to put you on some pills. So I said, no pills. Let me naturally change my diet. So that's why I embarked on a plant-based diet. And the spiritual journey is just like something that God opened for me because things were coming my way. I promise you, things were coming my way. I was just expressing the desire to God that I need something in my life that will help me navigate towards a better path. And things were like coming to me, like I was exposed to Wayne Dyer, to Gabrielle Bernstein, to Vishen Lakhiani, to many inspirational leaders that spiritually they helped me so much
Yep.
on my journey. So
Yep. I,
yeah,
I agree. And I agree with what Kelly's saying. Once you get one thing going, the other one kicks in.
yes,
So yeah, that's nice. I'm really happy to hear that.
yes.
And as you were going through that and things coming your way, how did you decide? Um, Julie, my God, girl,
Oh,
we're
I miss you,
delighted you're
Julie.
here, but don't worry about us, honey. We're worrying about you.
Yeah.
I've been out of touch, and when I saw the posts about the the smoke and the fire, I was really distressed.
Yes, I saw it too this morning,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Julie,
glad you're
hopefully
here,
doing
though.
well.
So tell me a
Yes.
little bit. Sorry about that, but tell me
No.
a little bit about when you started having things come to you.
Mhm.
How did you decide, and when did you decide it was going to be about real estate?
So, as everything else was coming to me, real estate came to me as well. I was scrolling on my Instagram one night, 12 o'clock at night. It was May 2021. And this boot camp, local boot camp from Fortune Builders came through my screen. And I'm like, I felt so called to join that. Till that point, I did not think about real estate. I knew that I was calling for something or praying for something inspirational, but I didn't know exactly that that's actually the path that I'm being pushed towards. But I felt a calling when I looked at that. I'm like, create real estate investing. I'm like, that sounds pretty interesting. Like, let me see what it is. I've always liked HDTV. Okay, so
Mhm.
let's put that in the perspective. And I'm an interior designer at heart, no by preparation or any classification or education, but just by heart. So having that with real estate, I'm like, real estate investing, okay, let me attend that class. I went, I loved it. I loved the concept. I loved everything they presented. I just didn't align with the group. So then I started to look for the group. I started to look for the mentor because I knew that I wanted to have a mentor. I knew that I wanted to have someone that will inspire me and open things for me. So I kind of navigated till November when I was driving to work and I was listening to Be Your Pockets, of course. And Pace Morby got interviewed. And I'm like, within like 5-10 minutes.
I've heard that ha before. There's a lot of meaning in that.
Yes. Within like the first 5-10 minutes, I'm like, who is this guy? Pace Morby, I'm like Googling him, like, I love everything he says. And the way he was saying, he was so genuine. And so I'm like, that's it. This is it. This is it. I tried so many other mentors, listening to them, getting boot camps, being there, but not necessarily saying that, hey, this is it. This aligns with me. I felt the same calling with Pace. So of course I had to join and become a Subto baby.
There you go, Subto baby. And
Yes.
when did you join?
I joined in March 2022.
There you go.
Yes, a couple
Oh
of
yeah,
months
Tino
after
says the pace effect. Yep.
the
So
Pace effect. Yes, 100%.
yeah,
Yes.
in full disclosure, some of these questions I know the answers to because we joined just about the same time.
Yes. Yes.
But again, I still like to ask it. And did you join Subto or Gator first?
I joined Subto first, and Gator started, I believe, May 2022.
That's right.
So yes, I did join Subto first. Then I went to Clever Summit, which this is another significant moment
Mhm.
in my life.
You went to it physically?
Yes, and this is why I'm saying significant, because I was so inspired by all the people that I came in contact with. I knew nothing about real estate in general, but these people, the energy, the love, the support, the excitement, I'm like, wow, I've never experienced something like that. Like, you felt that you belong in that
Yep.
group.
Yep. I wasn't at that physically, but I was there virtually. And I realized, oh my God, if I had just come in contact with Pace a couple of weeks earlier, I would have been there in person. And it didn't matter because virtually I met some really wonderful people. And I started, I had already joined a group and it was okay. And I was in Vancouver. What the hell? I couldn't come anyways, even if I wanted to.
Yeah,
COVID. Anyways.
I know, COVID.
And then did you get COVID while you were there?
So I did not. I know that many people did, but
Oh
I
yeah,
did
I
not.
know. They called it the clever clap. And I was like, oh my God, that's why Canada's borders are closed. But
Yeah.
doggone it, I want to be on that side. It was.
I know,
It was
but
crazy.
no, I was blessed not to get COVID. I mingled with everyone. Oh, Kelly says that she got COVID. I didn't even know Kelly was there. At that time I didn't know Kelly. Yes, I met
Yeah,
Kelly
I didn't know
later.
her either, and I'm not sure. I think I probably would have seen Julie at that point virtually, but that was about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Tina
yeah.
says, Pace cried. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, he cried. Why he cried? I didn't know why. Oh, he cried and I didn't know why. Okay, I don't know why Pace cried.
Interesting.
Probably he was emotional because
Yeah.
so many people. I mean, like I've traveled. Oh, Gabby. Hi, Gabby. He's in Vegas. Another Romanian guy. Thank you for coming.
So is Gabby one of those uh, gender neutral names?
So yes, Gabriela and Gabrielle.
Got it.
Gabriel and Gabriela. Yes.
Got it.
So
Got it.
yes.
Oh, wait. What happened to Robin? I remember you
Yes,
at
I
that.
met
You
Robin at
remember
that
when
event.
she won it? And
Yes,
who was
alone.
sitting next to her? Next to her was Agnes.
Agnes and I met also Nina then.
Oh, interesting.
Nina Skip.
Because I remember seeing them on camera, and I was like, "Who's
Mhm.
gonna win? Who's gonna win?" And I was like, "No offense, Robin. I was like, I want Agnes to win because she swears just like me."
Good reason, right?
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to worry about that. Robin looked more demure, right? Like more. I couldn't imagine her saying the things that Agnes was saying.
Yeah. Yes,
But I'm
Robin.
glad that Oh, that's interesting, Robin. Nina and Don were
And
next.
Don was, yes, I met
Oh,
Don there too. Yes, my first time that I met Don. Also,
how
for sure.
wonderful! How
Yes.
wonderful! Well, now we're talking about the old days, like we're a bunch of old fogies.
Yes.
But
It's
I'm.
been 2 years and a half. Can you imagine? I mean, like I don't even know how the time passed,
I
but
know.
it's
I
been
know.
2 years and a half already.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, talk to me about this next picture, because obviously this is the only one I allowed for.
She allowed.
I allowed for me,
Censored.
meaning that I don't like to really. It's about you, but it does focus on us. But it also focuses on this gorgeous lady named Mary.
Yes,
Yeah.
which we love so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
Mary.
were roommates together. Remember that?
Yes, we were roommates. We went through the mastermind together. We bonded, and we kept a strong friendship
And
going
remember
forward.
when we went and bought gold? Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't talk about that. It was so funny, man. I want to tell a story, but I won't because it's Mary's story.
Mary
Mary will
probably
tell
right now
us.
she's like Effie, just like
Damn
stop
it.
it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So this was in
Yes.
the fall. This is when COVID had lifted and I had come. It was in November. I came, dropped off my kitty cat that just passed away. And then I jumped back on a plane and I came down and met all you guys in person. I had been
Yes.
talking to Mary. I remember talking to her when in my garden, she was in New York. I was in Vancouver watching my dahlias grow. And Mary's like, we got to do a deal before we go down there. I'm like, yeah, man. My deal didn't happen for a lot
And
longer.
our deals, all of us, didn't happen for a while.
I know,
Yes.
but I didn't give up. So you went through the first mastermind. And what is this about?
Oh my goodness, these are the GGG girls, Go Giver girls. And some of us didn't made it to the triple digit flip that Pace had in December 2022. We met all at the mastermind. That previous picture that you showed was from the
Right.
mastermind where we made such great connections. I
Yeah.
think was one of the most amazing masterminds that
Yeah.
I participated, and the group of people and the girls that I met there just like changed my life and changed everything, because we are to this day, very well connected. And we get together sometimes, and two of them were missing, and we kind of put their heads on posters to have them with us, to say, we miss you, we have you with us here, look. You are
That's
here
so
in
cool.
spirit and in picture.
Very nice indeed.
Yes.
I forget this lady's name.
That's Abby. She just got married, Abby.
Oh, okay. Was that
Yes.
okay? Not
Yes,
Gabby.
she's in California. She
Okay.
was actually California, Arizona. She had the property in Arizona. She was back
Nice.
and forth from California, Arizona. She's a super amazing woman. and a badass underwriter.
Good. Oh, now we have, this is the, I think it's one of our last.
This is the mastermind, right?
Right.
The last mastermind.
Yep. It was funny because we decided to do a group shot and
we had
Abraham
Abraham
just
join us.
slid right in. You know, he was like, there he went. And he just looked so natural. We were like,
Oh my God, yes, he looks
looks
perfect
good.
right there, you know, in
Yep.
his element.
Yep.
Abraham, it's one of the most amazing people that I've met in my life,
Right.
actually.
That's awesome.
Super humble and super successful.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Just amazing.
And there's Brenda and Marta.
Yes, Marta, Brenda, Trish.
Yeah, Trish. I miss
Yes,
Trish.
Sue.
Yep. It's a
Yes.
very, very nice thing.
Yes.
And Kelly says no flip flops. Yeah, he was wearing kind of flip flops, but no actual flip flops.
No, I think he was doing the Crocs that time.
Yeah,
Remember
that
he
I
did
got
the
him.
challenge? Yes.
I said I challenge you to wear these Crocs, and he wore them for one day.
Yes. He
Yeah,
changed.
so that's kind of cool.
It was a challenge for him right there.
Right.
That's
Oh,
why
and you
he
know
was
what?
wearing
Let me show this last picture before we go on to what I want to discuss. The next point. Just hang on a second. It's a little hard to see everything, but still, because it's worth sharing. Now, anybody would know that this is, most people would know that this is in New York.
In New York.
Absolutely. And the event was?
Dealmaker event.
Exactly.
Yes. It was July 2023, and we had a spectacular time. We were supposed to climb the towers, remember?
Yep.
Effie?
Yep. And it rained, and they wouldn't let us.
Yes.
But look at Anna. Anna wasn't pregnant, and now she's got a baby.
She has a baby boy.
Yeah, I know. 10 pounds, for Christ's sake. Mosh.
I know.
Mosh put her through
birth at
man.
home. Good for her. Congratulations, guys.
Nice. And this is Abraham's, this is Donna's mom.
Yes.
And the kids.
And the kids and Donna.
Look at them.
And Alexis.
That's so funny.
Yes.
Anyways, everybody looks really, really good there. It was fun. Yes. It was a great time.
What a good time we had. Oh my God. It was still raining. Remember we had to buy those umbrellas.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But we had such a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I have so many great memories with SubTo and Dealmaker and all these people. Like my life has changed.
Yeah. The other
180 degrees.
I agree wholeheartedly. And I'm interested in knowing a little bit about this elevated hub Detroit, because I want to bring us up to pace, to speed here. You ended up, you were still working when we were in New York in that Dealmaker.
Yes.
And then we had, coming more recently, you're now working probably even harder than ever, but you're not working for the company you worked for 11 years. When did you decide to jump all in and tell us what you're doing and how it's going?
Yes. So I attended the Squad Up Summit back in April 2024. And at the Squad Up Summit, I joined Owners Club. And Owners Club is a smaller group of people, about 400 and so of us. And we kind of took it to the next level. And within this Owners Club, we are talking about how we can impact the people around us, how we can impact communities, how we can impact at a larger scale. So we had to come up to design our Mount Everest. Like, what is it, the highest peak that you can climb, and how does it look, right? So for me, since I joined SubTo and back into the mastermind, back into the hot seat, I've always thought that I want to do something for Detroit, because I love Detroit. I love the architecture in Detroit. I love my town. And it is true that we went through hard times. We filed bankruptcy back in 2013, and we struggled, and we lost a lot of people moving out from Detroit, and many houses are being abandoned or poorly maintained. So I said, what can I do to help with this problem right now, and help with housing, and help, create a path towards a change. So my Mount Everest was developing a plan to do so, to create a hub in Detroit to be able to be a catalyst for investors, new investors, seasoned investors, whoever wants to come, outside international investors that will come and invest in Detroit, and help with elevating this town, and help with housing. So that's kind of what Elevate Hub Detroit means. Let's come together and find a solution to help people. And what I commented about Chino at the beginning of the show, is because Chino has this big heart that does the same thing in Vegas.
Vegas, right?
I hope that at one point we can collaborate and bring that idea here to Detroit, because it's needed so
Right.
much, so much. Yeah.
Right. And it's interesting because I remember during our mastermind, when you really didn't want to do the hot seat,
Oh, no, of course.
in front of our little group. We were only 60 or 70 altogether, right?
Yes.
And we'd been divided into two. And that struck me as a little odd, just like it has always struck me a little odd that it would take me this long to get you on my podcast. There are some things, that surprise me about you, because you're so freaking amazing. You have a fantastic heart. It's only been said maybe at least a dozen times in here that everybody loves Gabriela. And yet there were some spots where you were like, no, I don't think so. I'm not ready, whatever. And I was like, wonder what she wants to do that's so, intimidating that she doesn't want to share it. And I, with us in the group, although I know you shared it with Pace and later with me. And I commend you for sticking with that idea. And you're now at a point that you're growing into that person.
Yes.
Back then, you could see that person. You knew it was connected with you, but it was something nebulous about it. Whereas now it's you can see the road. It's concrete. It's under your feet. It's solid. And, it's not as if it's going to be easy riding. You know that it's still, they don't call it a Mount Everest for nothing, but you can articulate it. You've got it right under your name. You're proud of it. And you're actually on that path. You've left the world that pays you for your time. And you've entered the world that pays you for your results. Yes. And for the, contacts, and for the vision, and what you can give back.
Yes. Yes.
I'm so, so, so proud of you.
Thank you, Effie. Thank you, Effie. And I'm super excited because I see things happening, and I'm going towards that path, and that vision exactly. Yes, that vision that I had when I spoke on that hot seat, when actually Cody was asking me, so what do you need in your business? I'm like, I need a Cody. Where is my Cody? Man, because I have this vision, but I don't know how to put it together, and I was like kind of envisioning what I want to do. I knew that I want to be helping, be part of that revitalization of Detroit. I was even commenting about the TV show, but who knows, maybe down the road that will happen as well. But in my mind, I was just like imagining what I'm doing right now, actually. And when I started my journey in real estate, I was always thinking and journaling, I am a full-time real estate investor, and I'm doing magnificent things for the community and helping people left and right, and bringing people together and inspire people. And here you go. I'm a full-time investor right now. All those things will follow.
and you didn't even really wait. It wasn't like it just happened 2 years ago and then jumped forward, because you've been holding meetups. I mean, yes. I remember when it was like, Michigan, do they have meetups?
No, we did not have.
And you just were like, I'm doing it, and I'm going to be consistent. And you got Pace out there, and you were like, you've built this community that is really rock solid. And, it's not as if it just happened because you were wishing it. You took steps. You took
Yes.
steps. And when the time came that you had to decide, are you going to do it full time or what's going on? And you said, I'm in it full time. And I'm like, yes, absolutely fantastic. And I was so pleased on everything that you have done.
Thank you, Effie.
So I want you to talk a little bit more about, Elevate Hub Detroit.
Yes.
Where would you like to see it? Share the vision with us a bit more. And of course, that I'm driving at something. I want to know more about it, and I want to know where and how we can help, because you're always helping everybody else. And now you're out there. I know you're working with the Picels, and that's awesome.
Yes.
And hopefully you guys are going to are making enough and will be making enough so that there's no concern. But I also know there's no turning back, even if you have to.
Yes. No, there is no turning back.
Exactly.
That part doesn't exist. Corporate doesn't exist for me anymore. This is
Exactly.
what it is right now. And I'm moving forward with all 10 fires at a time. It's just like moving forward. That's it. There is no.
So describe it. Describe what you would like to see in another couple of years, and where you'd like to see it in another, like 10. Where would it be ultimately successful for you? I know that some of it, even though you've seen it and you're climbing that mountain, I know some of it will change.
Mm-hmm.
But talk about where you see it now and how it's happening.
Yes. Well, I kind of want to build like a hub here in Detroit, right? And what is that hub for? It's for helping people, right, in the community. I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, but the vision is that through investments, through a collaboration, through having kind of like an incubator in Detroit, we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to collaborate with the governmental agencies here. I would like to form relationships with the people in Detroit, in town, to be able to see how we can collaborate together, see what type of grants are available for us. And in that regard, one of my partners, Nazmie, is very good with getting grants for the scientific part. And now we're gonna apply the same structure into the real estate part. And foreclosures. I mean, like I partnered with Josh and Norbert on that aspect. Closing deals and helping with dispo for other people. I'm working with John and Justin on that part. I have other collaborations that I'm doing with different investors here in town. That are most of them SubTo, Gator, or Owners Club. So this is kind of like the circle that I'm getting around, and I'm collaborating with whoever I can to collaborate to get to that result, and that's kind of the vision that I want to apply in Detroit. And definitely whoever has properties, whoever, I like to collaborate with wholesalers, to JV with them, to help them dispo properties, to help to buy properties from them, depending on the location. If you have 3, 4, 5 properties on the same street, you better bring them to me, because I want them. So I can help beautifying those streets, by buying buildings and properties that are close to each other, and make a change on that. So I don't have like a specific buy box, like 3-1, 4-2. No, whatever works. If it pans out on the numbers, then it's a deal,
All right. So we're looking for people who are working in Michigan, and that can bring properties that need love, that need money,
yes,
that need buyers, and the heart.
Yes.
Okay. All of those things that encompass Gabriela.
Yes.
She's got the heart, she's got the connections, she's got the buyers.
I have the partners also. John and
Let,
Dustin
let
Piquel are phenomenal. Josh and Nazmi are spectacular. Kiera, Sarah. There's so many partners. I want to also mention Kelly and Rod that were so amazing all this time, because without them, all those meetups and all these emails and everything will not happen, because they are spectacular, phenomenal. They
yeah.
are my Molly. It's like my no Molly. Kelly is my Molly.
Kelly is your
Yes,
Molly.
Mary. Oh my God, I forgot Mary. She's like okay.
Oh yeah, Mary. Oh
Love
yeah,
you too.
absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So guys, I don't usually ask this. I do. I've started to say, please press like and subscribe and blah blah blah. I'm getting better at saying that.
Yeah, you should say it.
But we have a really strong audience here today, and I know this is going to be on for a long time. I would like you to I don't care about the liking and the subscribing for me. I want you to make comments underneath this video once it has posted, which will happen almost immediately. I'd like you to come back in 20 minutes and I want you to start a conversation with Gabriela. I want you to tell her what can you bring or who do you know that you can connect her with. I want you to help bring people that can help to um, to help attain the dream that Gabriela has. Because Gabriela, besides being freaking beautiful and hardworking, and I heard Tigger says he can bring Chino. That's funny. But besides all the fantastic qualities that she has and the huge heart, she can bring results. But like everyone else, like Pace tells us, it isn't on her own. She's already moved her own life and the life of her children and such through her own hands. But I think that the vision of bringing Michigan to a better place and to change the entire landscape so that it is an attractive city that is pulling in people from all over. That means us. That
Yes.
means you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
kindly take the time to come back in a few minutes, 10 minutes, and start a conversation underneath. My
Yes.
podcast is still quite small, and I have a long ways to go in making it a good, really good thing. And I have had every guest is important to me. Every guest is important. And I just think that what Gabriela has done by actually coming on here and getting to the point where she is running, running and doing everything she has to make this a success makes it my journey too. And I hope it makes it yours. Please do what you can. And starting a conversation is a very minimal thing. But anytime you see anything in Michigan that you think is a good deal, get it over to Gabby. Say,
Yes.
what are you posting for? Get over to Gabriela now.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because it's not about just money for her. So I would very much appreciate if you guys could do that, and because it is for greater good. And Gabriela, you can say no on this, but I hope you don't. I would like you to come back in
Yes.
1 year. I want you to come back, and I want you to tell us what have been some of the challenges, what's the progress. We're going to be seeing each other a fair amount, but you need and deserve to be followed up every single year.
Yes. No, definitely. I'm saying yes to the invitation for next year. And I would love to be able to share the greatness and the results that we are preparing to embark on. Oh, thank you for putting the Instagram account. Yes, you guys can reach me on my Instagram, on my Facebook. I'm, available. I usually respond fairly quickly, and definitely, I would like to connect with everyone that has a deal in Detroit.
Yep.
Yes.
And you heard her mention it just a teeny second when she said maybe one day I'll even have a show. Okay. I think she will be on, national television, if not international, but
Oh.
that's beside the point. If she won't be, if that's not the case, she's going to have her own podcast if she doesn't get her own television show. And I would love it if you guys all helped her to get. I'm so happy that I have a little piece to play in getting you past this concern of not doing podcasts.
Yes, yes.
You don't know how much I had to beg her, but anyhow.
Oh my God. I don't know why I had such a hard time, getting over this hump, but I'm getting over the hump.
Yeah.
I am here, right?
Jody says I have to have you back every quarter.
All right.
I'm
Jody
good with
is
it. I'm good
such a
with it.
spectacular man.
All right. Well, listen, everyone. Do you have any last words or anything further you'd like to ask for or to suggest?
No, I just want to say thank you, Effie, for having me, and thank you for all the supporters for today that show up and then, shared with me their support. And I would like to let everyone know that I'm here to collaborate with every single one of you, experienced investors, non-experienced investors. It doesn't matter. Let's make some things together, beautiful things together. Yeah.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Okay, guys, we will see you next week. And please remember, come back and make a comment and help Gabby in every way that you possibly can.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.